I'm super nervous for this, but I've had a lot of people asking for makeup tutorials, so that has given me a little bit of confidence to go ahead and do it. I think my biggest scare has been seeing other people that are amazing makeup artists put out amazing videos and knowing I can't do that. I make too many mistakes. But after some thought, I realized there's a lot of people who want to do more advanced makeup that just are a bit scared of making those mistakes. So I thought maybe if I show the mistakes that I make in my day-to-day makeup, that will encourage others to go ahead and go for it, because yeah, you're gonna make mistakes, but it's okay because not everyone's going to notice. So I posted photos on Twitter of different makeup looks that I've done over the last few months, and we narrowed it down to this beautiful rosy, purpley, sparkly eyeshadow glam look thing. I don't know what to call it, but it's really pretty and I absolutely love it, and it's actually really easy to do. Oh my god, is that a Cooler Master keyboard reflected in my mirror? Product placement. First thing I'm going in with is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in the color Taupe. This little guy comes in at $21, and I honestly think it's super worth it. I absolutely love it. It's got a shelf life of 6 months once you open it, and I'm able to easily make it last that long and still have plenty left over before I need to buy another one. Now, I am doing my eyes before I do the rest of my face, since I will be working with loose glitter. I want to make sure that if I have any fallout of glitter, that it's not going on my foundation that I've already put together, that it's just going on my bare skin that I can wipe away before I do apply the foundation. Next, I use the ColourPop Brow Gel to hold all the hairs in place, and this only cost $8. Last, I use an Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen in Taupe to draw individual brow hairs on the inside of my brows. This is a $22 brow pen. So something I have learned to do over time, when I first apply eyeshadow, I always start over here on this corner, because I know that corner right there is probably gonna be where the colors are the darkest. So I start there and then I blend outward. I think one of my biggest pieces of advice I give people when they ask me for how they can do better eyeshadow look is to blend, bitch. And when you think you've blended enough, just keep going. For the eyeshadow, we'll be using ColourPop's Truly Madly Deeply palette. This is a $24 palette, and oh my god, is it worth it. So the color that I'm using to go along the outside of my eyelid is Golden Gate Bridge. I'm going to try to do Made to Last down here along my eyelid just to give it a bit more depth. I'm honestly just going to use the same brush I just used. Most times when I'm blending two colors that are very similar, I use the same brush because I feel like the colors blend a little bit better if the colors themselves are blended onto the brush. Plus, it also saves on brushes I have to clean up, reduce, reuse, and recycle, I guess. Next color I'm going to use is Pretty Cruel. I'm going to use Pretty Cruel here, and then I'm also going to use Too Much, that's over here. I'll first do this one to go around this outer part and then the inner part of my eye. It's this color I really want to use. I just use this as a way to like get it to blend with the other colors that I have on my eyelid already, so it's not such a stark change in color. If you haven't noticed yet, I do use a light and feathery brush to apply eyeshadow, even if it's somewhere where I want there to be a lot of color that's really strong and pops. I use a light feathery brush because it allows me to make sure that the colors blend properly and to also make sure that I'm giving the right shape to the eyeshadow. Then I'll go in there and I'll pack in the color where it needs to be. The lightest shade of purple will blend down underneath the eye, and then the darker shade of purple will blend on the outside corners of the eye into that light purple. Now the next color we'll be working with is Indio. It is kind of like a loose glitter, so we will be using a compact brush to really pack on the glitter, make sure it sticks to the eyelid. Leave a little bit of room for your eyeliner, that way your eyeliner doesn't get a bunch of glitter stuck to it. Any gaps that we have left over, we can just fill in later. For blending the glitter with the rest of the eye, start in the middle of the eyelid and then gently work your way outward. I do use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in white on the bottom of my eyelids because this makes my eyelids appear to be more open and big, and it's only a $5 pencil and it's massive, so it's a pretty good deal. The NYX Epic Ink eyeliner has been a blessing in my life, and for only $10. This stuff lasts forever. I've got a second thing lined up for when the first one runs out and it still hasn't. It's absolutely amazing. It's a very small point pen, so it's perfect for doing little details like the inside cat eyeliner looks that we're going to be doing during this look. Now I do have to apologize because I had no idea that when I was recording this, you couldn't actually see what I was doing. Don't worry, we'll fix that later on in future videos. But again, I'm so sorry. I was super in the zone with getting my eyeliner done, and I just was basically in the mirror, making sure I was getting everything exact. Whenever I do winged eyeliner, I start from my bottom lid and I go outward and upward because I do have hooded eyes, so there is a crease right there, which is very frustrating. So I draw away from it and then I either go underneath it and blend it into the rest of the eyeliner, or I go straight over the top and I just fill in any gaps. Make sure to sit back from the mirror and look straight ahead to make sure that your wings are even. If they're not, just try it again, or you can do what I do and just take photos from one side, that way nobody notices. To do cat light on the inside of the eye, I look forward at my mirror and I follow the line of the top of my eyelid down towards my nose, draw it outward, and then I carefully draw it back towards the inside part of my eye and fill in. It does take a lot of practice, so don't worry if you mess up. I tried this look in high school and failed miserably and was surprised when I finally nailed it a very long time after. Once the cat liner is done, we will then take the eyeliner and we will draw very carefully along the bottom of our eyelid, right where our lash line is, and connect it to the winged liner on the outside of our eyes. It's okay if you mess up. That part of your eyelid is typically very moist from your eyeball, so you can just wipe it right off. It's no big deal. Practice makes perfect. Before I apply my false lashes, I use the Morphe mascara. It's only $12. I apply it to the bottom lid, and then I also add it to the lashes on the top lid. That way those lashes blend better with my false lashes. The false lashes I'll be using for today's look are the Definition Lashes by Eyeliner. This is a $10 to $12 pack of eyelashes. You do get a set of 3. It just depends on where you buy it from on price. Now this particular set I'm not very fond of because it was super uncomfortable to wear. I love Eyeliner so much and I wear a lot of their different lashes, but this set, we've got beef. When you apply your eyelashes, look forward to make sure that the outside part of the lashes are not coming down further than your winged eyeliner. If it is, just trim them down and reapply them because we want to make sure that our false lashes are not overpowering the winged liner. For face primer, I'll be using the Lancome Prep and Hydrate. Now this is a $35 bottle of primer. It's a bit steep, but oh my God, does it hydrate and make my skin feel so nice. For foundation, I'm using Tarte's Amazonian Clay in the Fair Light Neutral. This is a $39 bottle of foundation. It's really thick and it's full coverage, but honestly it doesn't feel that thick. It feels like really moussey on the skin. I'm rather fond of it. Using full coverage foundation does take away any sort of natural shadows to the face and features, so it makes you look very much like a vampire and not in the fun sparkly way. So we gotta add a contour to bring back those shadows to where we want them to be. Anastasia Beverly Hills is making another appearance in this look with the contour kit. It's a $40 contour kit. It's a powder kit. Really big fan of it because it's not too heavy on the skin and it's really easy to blend. So if you're new to contouring, I do highly recommend using powder palettes because they're just so much easier to blend than cream. They're so much easier to clean off too. For blush, I'll be using ColourPop blush sticks in the color Under Pressure. This is a $10 bottle of blush. I'm going to just apply it to the high part of my cheekbones and blend downward into my contour. That way it gives the illusion that my cheekbones are higher than what they actually are. I do want to also add that this blush stick is huge, and for like $10, this is going to last me the rest of my life. So since full coverage foundation does cover up my natural, beautiful, amazing freckles, I use the same ABH brow pen that I used earlier to draw my freckles back on, and then I use the highlight from the ABH contour kit to go over the top so it blends a little bit better into my skin. And then afterwards, I'll use the highlighter from the ABH contour kit to go on my cheeks and underneath my eyebrows. That way it gives my eyebrows a really pretty highlight. I bet you didn't think we were going to have more ABH products, but I used their lip liner for lipstick. The lip liners are cheaper than doing like the bullet lipstick on its own or the bullet with the lip liner. The lip liner I'm using is Blackberry. This was $18, so I'm going to go over my entire lip with that. It is a little bit harder to blend on my lip and do like a full coverage with it because it's not a lipstick bullet, but we're going to make it work for the sake of saving money. And once we're done with lip liner, we are done with the entire look. You ready for like really cute, amazing glamour shots? I felt so cringy while recording them. Please don't make fun of me. I hope this video was super helpful for you, and if you've been worried about trying something a bit more bold and going out of the box, I hope this encourages you to do it because trust me, the only way that you're going to be able to start doing better makeup is if you at first try to do better and more advanced makeup. You gotta put in that effort, and it's going to take some time, and that's perfectly okay. Next week I'll be showing y'all how I created this look here, and hopefully finally finding some good black lipstick before then, otherwise I am in trouble. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Just tried to wipe out the lipstick and instead I just completely smeared it down my cheek.